What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Rob, back in action. You know what I'm saying? I just want to talk about a few things. Just looking at both sides of life. And I don't even know if the title of this video is just like, a pile and mixture of thoughts of the past couple of days, and everything just comes from a frame of space of mind, so some things just don't make sense to me, man. Like, the more you know, the more you travel, you'll know more people, you feel me? So the more simple life you live, like that's all you know, but the more you know, it's like more complex in a sense. And, I'm just having a matrix battle in my mind, just thinking, man, it's like so many people, so many possibilities, you try to rank those you care about and you love in an order of who you love the most, and then you go through a battle of trying to put yourself, focusing on yourself over this. You get into an egotistical battle with yourself, thinking this is what I'm supposed to do, but you keep facing resistance with it. The more you just go after it, you think you're just gonna put your head down and knock down everything in your way. And so we got this battle of people making it, accomplishing things, being humble, and then people in ego or dirt comes up on them later on, or you're trying to figure out how they did it but they're an asshole and you're the nice guy, or vice versa. It's like in this life, man, I can't pinpoint, man, I'm not gonna say my purpose. I'm gonna say what is the point of even saying that you have a purpose, because every day your purpose can kind of alter based off of what's at hand or what's at stake. And that's why it's all perception at the eye at whole of the beholder, because being a person who can play multiple games, multiple sports, dress different ways, speak in different tones, do different voices, it's just basically saying my shade of skin, I'll either look more light skinned or a little darker, but this is all from my perception of reality. So the same person isn't even gonna experience the same thing. And I don't even want to break it down too much. Like, every person, every tree is different, but it all comes from a similar, space. I mean, and it's just weird because I look at my family and I can look at the astrology behind a lot of shit, and I see how things relate, from my grandparents and people around the time they were born to other people in 30-year increments, and the numbers game, I'm seeing relatives and numbers. But then you have to learn the opposition, right? Because those are the squares in opposition, so you understand, so you can see the battle of everything, how people want to understand what's the opposite. Then they go to war, they fight, you know what I mean? They clash. But that's why it's one of those things for me, because it's there's some things that they come together so easily, and, we're not used to conflict today, so it's we'll focus so much on the negative that we're only looking for the lower density shit. And then sometimes we get so stuck in a higher dense world that we think everything in the lower world is bad, but it's not. So then it's in the essence of that frame, I'm talking about let's say cars or clothes, foods. We can say these are lower dimensional things, but we love these things. Without food, you're not going to nurture yourself. Even if you're starving and you eat some food that's bad for you, you're still going to get nutritional value from it, and you're still going to live. Will your quality of life be at 100%? No, it will not. And that goes for a lot of mental and spiritual spheres as well in that. But it's you put two and two together, it really don't make no sense today, because it's just a higher, so to say, perception of a quality of life in a lower, So same thing with cars and clothes and airplanes and shit. We'll bag these things, but then again, you got 10 cars, you can give away 5, you still got 5. So at the end of the day, they're gonna say you did a good deed by giving away those 5 cars, but until you gave away those 5 cars, you were selfish. So me trying to pinpoint accurately, why do we have these things and materials, right? And they could take us to point A to point B like they're designed for, clothe us and shield us from what we don't want to reveal, which doesn't really make sense, because if the body is a representation of the soul, the mind, the vessel, then you share your body here on earth as one open world. You know what I mean? The only time you're going around new people, you don't want to show them yourself, so then your intentions must be fucked off. Because if I'm trying to wear a jersey and tell you I'm this with the name on the back, but I'm not me, it's different if you know we had a Halloween party, but you know that. But if someone is unaware of the NBA and I got a James Harden jersey on, I'm like, you know, that's just my jersey. You know, it's just, obviously it doesn't really make sense because most people are, but you know what field I'm trying to go at. But it's like all these things can be pointed in a negative light either way, but it's the purpose is, you know, clothes was meant to be worn, right? So you're gonna wear the clothes. It doesn't matter how much it costs or how much that's what you wanted, you got it, right? And then we just have to start making everything demonic once we get stuck in too much of a highlight. And then we stuck in a low light. It's like all we care about is that stuff. And then we don't even care about messages coming from people, making us aware, like, hey man, you know, in the future, that shit may not matter as much. Nah, you know that, you know, so like, it's tough. It's tough to just initially be like, man, that person's got it going. That's an honest person, because they don't got shit. Oh, so what? That person's in the higher realm because they don't got shit. So at the end of the day, you'll look at someone, oh, this person's hella spiritual because they got nothing, because they've let go of all the lower realm things, aka everything in the earth realm. Well, last time I checked, everything on earth, experiences and not from what you create, starts from within. Choices and decisions and thoughts being made and reasonings being calculated within. So it's all coming together. When groups of people come together to share what they feel within and make it happen, you see what we have in front of us. Governments, dynasties, city halls, motherfucking towns, states, regions, formed by people using tools, aka their mind. They had to use their mind to then make the tool. The tool then shapes the whole essence of whatever it is you're trying to make. So that's why it's impossible today to be a true warrior for yourself, because yourself is all that you came with. You wasn't born with these clothes, these automobiles and trains and shit. You was born with these gifts and abilities. Some people try to work hard to get that gift or ability that they were not born with. You know what I mean? They try to learn how to develop a trait. You know what I mean? But then they lose the old gifts or forget how to use them, but they didn't lose them. But if you don't use it, you'll lose. So that's why everything's really confusing to wire and think like, you know, if this is just one box that you can see me in, you know, there's someone, in a sense, you know, not someone, but if one eye is looking at the earth, they can see all, or at least one side. But then that really doesn't make sense, because how would you be able to see the whole thing if there's multiple sides and perceptions and angles? So I guess that's why you'll never get one thing. And I guess that's why it's your turn when it's your turn. Because that really wouldn't make sense. If everything turns and rotates, you know, and the way how we're making angles and alignments with stars, how we go into different spaces and whatnot, we travel and meet different people, you know. It's like, if I got a girl and she's got 4 dudes she talked to, and she just wants to rotate, looking at all these dudes, or, you know, me, if I'm rotating, I'm gonna look at this girl, I'm gonna look at this chick, look at this lady, I look at this one. You know, it's the same thing. Same thing with friends or relationships. Like, we're just connected to people, and then we face them. But that's why it's really a tender thing. It's really an admirable thing about life, but it's also a very startling yet, because you can't experience everything at once, and you're trying to protect yourself from exiting this existence by making the right moves, you know what I mean? But you know, if you're in the right space, you good, then you know that everything is not necessarily temporary, but you know that that experience may only last so long. You know, and before you see a new person, a new city, a new town, a new feeling, new thought, new ideas. So that's why it's really crucial. At the end of the day, we only tend to do things out of our ego that we really believe that we're supposed to do. And then we fucking fight people about that. You know, so whatever it is that our ego is more attached to, whether it's thoughts, whether it's feelings, whether it's materials, whether it's our way of doing things, whether it's religions and morals, you know what I mean? If there's certain things we're egotistical about, and that could be any type of habit, because your ego is just on that. So that's why you can't just say, like, let's say, cutting people off, right? You can't call someone egotistical for cutting people off just because of that, because one person said it. So you'd have to find where that person added ego into when they did that. So any type of business, any type of social platform, any type of, you know, arrangements, you're gonna have to look at people's ego before. So because you can't use the excuse that, well, that person did it out of their ego, because you should have already kind of knew what their ego was about. And that's what I mean. It's like, if everybody has an ego, well, and then everybody's claiming they want to kill the ego, that's not really possible. That's not really possible, because basically you're just gonna have a domino, a seesaw effect of a domino effect type of thing. Both, notice I say both because everybody follows trends. That's a domino. The seesaw effect is when people go to this side and one the other. Vaccine, no vaccine. Mask, no mask. You know, like, they can't decide black or white. They do, you know, racism, non-racism. Oh, it has something to do with money. It doesn't have nothing to do with money. It has something to do with government. It doesn't have something. You know, like, seesaw effect. And this is why we have to use these principles and terms to see that it's really just leverage. Everybody's just trying to leverage something either from somebody, or get together with people to leverage something and hold up a principle or idea or a creation. You know what I mean? And that's all we're doing, is trying to leverage things, you know. And as much as the emotional circumstances that we've all been put through, from learning things in history class to debunking history class, from what we learn, and then debunking our own morals and standards every day, to what we feel, to anything, you know, it's like, it's a seesaw effect. And that's why every day is like, people need to, it's like looking at astrology. It's like, if you incorporate each astrological sign, I think that's why it won't really matter at the end of the day, when people just check themselves before they wreck themselves, understand all elements and how you can incorporate that into yourself as we go through these shifts and alignments every day and new experiences with people. Because it just won't make sense. Like, as a Capricorn moon, Virgo ascendant, Taurus, you know, dealing with money, manages, you know, the air placements, the fire placements in my chart. I'm trying to break this thing down, bruh. I'm trying to break this thing down in my own head of all the things I'm attracted to, the things I like to do artistically, you know, the visions and dreams that I have, you know, and combine that all into reality. But if you see that many people have used their paintbrushes and painted their dreams and visions and thoughts on the reality, people have took them in and take them into their own worlds. Some people may have accepted it, then destroyed it later on because they seen falsifiedness, you know what I mean? And, you know, people are still living other people's dreams or playing them out until they die, you know, so they never live their own dreams. You know, it's like, we're in this world of nonstop leveraging, you know, people's thoughts and ideas for our own shit. And then we get mad when we can't put our own on theirs. You know, and it's like, it's just a non-stop effect today of people becoming a wizard, a celebrity, or some person in power by being them. And it's like, however level that goes, the perceptions by others is falsified, because all of our intentions are separate. So a person can wake up one day feeling really sexual, you know, and you might have seen that person in public, and then they seen you, they thought you was sexually attractive, and then now they want to have sex with you. But that same person may never, ever, ever want to be in a relationship with you when it comes down to you as a human being. No matter if you are perceived in a positive or negative light. Because that person was just horny. So they just wanted to fuck and then go back on with their life. Okay. So we dealing with people like that, right? So you dealing with people, okay, I need to make X amount of money. Oh, so you telling me you trying to make X amount of money? Yeah. All right. How much money you trying to make? Shit, I'm trying to make 2 million. All right. Shit. So now them niggas go ahead and come up with any plot and strategy to make 2 million. Some people use discernment of their own soul and spirit and be like, I'm only gonna do this and that. Some people say, nigga, I don't give a fuck, get the fuck out my way. That's when they get on that hood shit. They selling drugs, they scamming people, they doing whatever they need to do to get their motherfucking money. Shit, corrupt, blue collar crimes, you know what I'm saying? All these businesses and investment ideas and GoFundMe's and shit that people start up to manipulate. Just all the different tactics for people to come up. But the action that they did to get the money is still an action. So the universe isn't really thinking, like, it's still gonna understand, like, yes, you want to do this to get money, right? Okay, but you did that to get money. So when you talk about money, like, the universe will give you multiple ways to get money. You have to choose to do it, right? But then y'all niggas will go out your way to do something that you wouldn't normally do to get the money, and then something that has something to do with money later on that you probably wouldn't think, and then that shit happens because look what you kept doing with the money in that same energy. So you applied some violence, bewildering, freaking manipulative energy in some way into the money energy. So now your money energy became manipulative. But see, that's why it's like, ain't nothing wrong with having a stable sort of income that you could possibly maximize on over time, or however you put it. Because if you out here doing falsified dealings with currency, the current of the wave is gonna fucking wash you under, motherfucker, because you don't wash some other people under. So you can see how energy fluctuates at a time based off of what you believe in, bro. And I know this shit, and it's one of them trite things, man, because you know it's our minds are being affected on beliefs daily based off of what we feel, think, and what we are being taught at that time. Literally, it's every day. It's every day. And this is why it's a hard game to play in my book, because even though, how's the best way I can say this? Even though if that person walks away feeling like they just did something, or they took some power from you, and you might have gave something to them, or you might have boosted them or whatever, but you go back to your corner, you know they about to go off and do what they want in the world. You got to continue to do your thing without having no type of bitterness, you know, or not even just that. It's like you got to continue to do your thing without placing importance on them or saying that this is the best, or because what really is the best? It does. If you really think about when you say something is the best, that don't make no motherfucking sense, dog. That don't make no I don't want to hear it no more, bruh. Because you know why it hurts my damn soul? Because I'll sit back and think like, man, I done had everything taken from me, bruh. I done been carless, you know, clothesless, broke, you know. So I'm like, bruh, I know if I have none of this shit, I'm left with me. And I ain't shit. You ain't shit. It's just us. When you smell yourself, you can't even smell yourself, because all you can smell is the bullshit, artificial shit that you put on that smells appetizing to people. You know? Your own scent is influenced by trees and motherfucking dirt and shit around you. So everything is an influence of ingredients and smells and energies all forming around each other in the area. You go through an area with a bunch of motherfucking dumpsters and shit, a bunch of trash, a dirty ass area. It's gonna smell like shit. It's not maintained. Motherfuckers is out there loitering, pissing and shitting on the ground. Then motherfuckers gonna walk by like, man, I wonder why. Because you motherfuckers not taking care of the community that you live in. I'm not gonna come clean up your motherfucking mess, motherfucker. I can't do it, bruh. I would love to help, but I'd rather go help out down the street somewhere But we too busy keeping our streets clean, nigga. So that shit don't make no motherfucking sense, bruh. Put your ass in check before you have to put your people in check, and let it just trickle down nice and smoothly. That's why I just be chilling, bruh, because if I want to go out my way to make something fun happen for myself and I want to see it, I'm just going to have to go do that. Truth be told, though, some of the circumstances and experiences that could happen, but when I do some of the things I want to do and I think that I know who I'm involving in that, and the shit go away that I didn't plan to go, I might be, and I start pointing out it's because that motherfucker was involved, and that motherfucker, just because I was living like, man, we all gotta make it. Man, that's not how this shit go, man. That's not how this shit go. You wherever you walking, you looking at something and you seeing that shit for what it is. You gonna say that's the best soda. Someone else gonna say another soda better. But when it comes down to it, let me place your ass in the Mojave motherfucking desert, bitch. Let me put your ass in the Mojave desert, and then your least favorite soda is the only thing they motherfucking got. For 50 cents too. Not even for no dollar and some change, 50 cents. Are you gonna be complaining about that motherfucking soda? You gonna be complaining that they don't got your favorite? Nah, they ain't. You ain't. You gonna sit up there and tell me, oh, you don't eat no 9 grain wheat bread. I don't eat no bread with some weird looking stuff from the earth. So you gonna tell me you're not gonna eat no bread, your ass get out there starving, or your ass get put in a jail cell, your mama put nothing on your fucking books. Nigga, you won't even eat a motherfucking piece of bread. Your ass in the middle of nowhere, find a bakery, find a bread store, fucking hella 9 grain wheats and hella shit, nigga. Your ass say, fuck that shit, I'ma starve. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, like, this shit don't really make sense, bruh. Like, this shit really don't make sense here on Earth, bruh, because everybody's fucked off right now. We got people judging each other. You'll go into a motherfucker house, niggas, motherfucking grown-ass men. Oh, that nigga got a nicer barbecue than me. Nigga, if you don't sit your bitch ass down, that man bought him a motherfucking barbecue because of this, and the third. Even if he did have a mindset of it being better than you, then both of y'all niggas fucked off, because why are you trying to be better than this man because of a barbecue? And why the fuck you care so much on what the fuck barbecue this nigga got? You niggas must be gay. And if y'all niggas gonna sit up here and tell me that it's a problem being gay, no. There is no problem being gay. It's a problem with me when you try to put that shit on me and tell me what that has to do with my life. If you come in my life and you say the word gay, I'm thinking happy, motherfucker. So the moment you start talking that other gay shit, that's when you gotta move the fuck around. And that's where y'all get it construed, bruh. See, and this is why the words correlate, because you niggas turn gay by hating on another nigga's happiness. So why can't we let the word gay mean happy, and we can go ahead and call each other that without no other words behind that shit, and be like, look, man, I'm happy, bruh. But you don't go in a dictionary and say happy mean gay. No, they say the other way around, right? So that's what I'm saying. All these misunderstandings through languages and creations and shit is what's really fucking over people right now. Is what's really fucking over people. Because at the same time, you're trying to admire your people's happiness and what they're accomplishing in life, but you in totality can't do that because you're not really happy. You not really happy, bruh. So this shit don't make no goddamn sense. You know? And it sucks that people have their own way of going about things because of the way they was raised and the way how everything is. So even what I'm wording right now could come across to a group of people wonderfully because of how they resonate with my mind, my some of my spaces of who I am. They'll just be able to relate. But let me tell you something. There's some people out there that will see me as an opposition. Because you know why? Whatever they are putting up on the forefront, shit, I could tear it down. And vice versa. But see, the way I go about it, they're gonna panic. And see, if I was to come across them, they gonna panic. Or they was trying to come across me, I'm gonna panic until I understand what I'm dealing with. You feel me? So that's why we not supposed to get scared of oppositions or kill oppositions, whatever it may be, how they try to point out in the world. Killing the thought or killing the idea takes place here before you actually do it. So it's just like when you kill somebody, you had to think about shooting a weapon or throwing a knife or any type of violence, fucking crazy ass natures that you already had, motherfucker. So you already had those intentions before you even went to pull the trigger or punch the man or the woman. Because the body is only gonna follow the mind. So this is why we need to really make a real big reality check when people want to talk about the nervous system, or they want to talk about spirituality, they want to talk about reality, when it all starts from these other places. Before everything forms into concrete, before your plan comes into fruition, you have to write it down, draw it out. Where's the blueprint? Where are you gonna get your ingredients? How much it's gonna cost? You map it out. All these elements play before it comes to reality, my nigga. That's why your dreams isn't a water. You feel your dreams. You feel the energy like, oh, that's so magical. But nigga, you gotta go through the process to make that shit a reality. And that's the hard part. But do you see what I'm saying now? If the water, fire, and the air, so people fucking with your plans, your communications, your dreams, illusions, and what you feel with your feelings and what you're passionate about, the moment the government or people start to alter that, you done lost yourself, you dumbass. And this happens to me, and it happens to you every day, y'all. Some of this shit we never even heard of until certain times of our lives. Our grandparents, our parents didn't know certain things till certain times in their lives, y'all. But if you know yourself and you go back to yourself, you know what you're fighting for. You know what you're going to war for. But the war is not even real, dog. The war is literally just existing. We're all fighting to matter. We're all fighting to exist. And why is that true? Well, the motherfucking movements that we've, and I say we because everybody, we're here on this motherfucking earth, that we've created in regarding the words of matter, you know. Why is it that a group of people gotta come together and say that we matter? Because, you know why? Nowadays, if you have a law, principle, statute, a job, anything to offer somebody, and they have a desire, a lust for that so bad, hell, they willing to sign that motherfucking document and sell their motherfucking ass right to you. And we've all been under this, our parents and other people just putting us under this, like, yeah, we signed this paper, that means everything. Woo, woo. Yeah, this means that. Woo, woo. That's gonna get you there. Yup, degrees, certified, bop. That's a check mark. We've been under all these things, and then when they get destroyed, it's like a question mark. Everybody destroys and rebuilds shit. Destroys and rebuilds. New ideas, new philosophies, marked by an original spark from way back when that's so simple and plain, yet with this new hidden agenda behind it. So everything today is a common fucking goal to be original and act like you care about everybody, but then you're winning. So today, this is why I'm about to get pissed off, is a bunch of motherfuckers making music, making ideas, making whatever about how they help somebody or how they used to help somebody, or this went wrong, or we're gonna do this, it's a service for everybody, and it all becomes about you, motherfucker. So, for example, Taco Bell. How is our 964 locations in Taco Bell? Y'all average about $7 grand a day. You know what I'm saying? Employees are getting paid minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? Employees aren't touching. And look, and this goes for all these big businesses, dog. You got the motherfuckers in there slaving. Some working harder than others. Of course, that's always how it is. But at the end of the day, everybody got to play a role and fulfill a team. But why can't y'all make the teamwork actually even, bruh? Fuck sports. Fuck all this shit, bruh. Like, I love sports, bruh. And I'm really getting close to really saying fuck all that shit, bruh. Because that shit is taking time away from my mind, bruh. And my mental health, in a sense, like nigga, even if I get injured, then literally mentally, I'm going to be a little upset because I can't operate physically the way I want to because of a bullshit injury from a sport I love to play because some dumbass injured me or I made a bad step calculation or whatever. That's stupid, bruh. But yet we put all this emotional energy into this matters or this movie star or this actor or this bitch ass fatter than hers or, you know, her hair color dumb as hell. Bitch, you better shut the fuck up. All the same people can switch their hair color to that same color. Y'all want to tell me there's only X amount of colors, right? But y'all somehow created a new color. How the hell you create a new color? There's only so many mixtures and so many ways to do things, and it's the same thing over and over, year by year. YouTube, crimes being done, bullshit being done. Y'all niggas better stop this shit. Y'all niggas better knock that shit off, bruh. Because this is all whatever you want to make it, bruh. It's all whatever you want to make it. I enjoy watching information, and as much as entertaining it may be, like, I gotta learn from it and try to put it into words so I can put it out there for people to just be like, man, like, this nigga speaking some motherfucking sense. You know what I'm saying? A nigga came and get privacy, nigga. A nigga came and get privacy today because you got a cell phone, my nigga. Like, you may have your personal research project in your own life, aka your sole purpose, your dreams, and it may all line. You trying to work on that every day. Motherfucker hitting you up and telling you this. Maybe I don't even want to talk to you no more, bruh. Maybe I done came up with the most justified reasons in my life to where, motherfucker, something wrong with you. And you may think the same thing about me exactly, but that's exactly why we're in the positions we're in. So don't play me on no fake shit, dawg. Because if I'm looking at you in a certain light, then you gotta be looking at me in a certain way. And that's why I don't do that shit, bruh. I can't be getting close to people and shaking their hands or acting like this person was my best friend when you wasn't. Be honest. This is what we used to do. Oh, me and so-and-so used to smoke weed. All right, then. That was never your best friend. You motherfuckers don't even know what love is because your mama never showed you what love was. That your mama showed you her form of love, nigga. Your sister shows you her form of love. Your daddy, everybody has their form of love language. So you got yours. So what do we do in the real world? We learn our love language. We learn what our passions are. We try our best to mesh these things together. But do you see what I mean? We can't even be solidified in that because every day we hop on our phones and it's a new influence. Bruh, how you finna save your money, baby girl, when you just seen these new motherfucking shoes pop up on Twitter and you like, well, goddamn, I gotta go cop them. Athletes, you niggas can't even pick the chick that's for you, my nigga. It's chicks just hopping athlete to athlete, bruh. And these chicks will just watch athletes all day just to be like, look, I'm a bait on this nigga. He's next. And she even said when she get that check, it's a wrap. And y'all might be in cahoots with that. Y'all might think that's cool, bruh. But, bro, I'm not with that, bro. If I'm an NBA player, bro, look, I don't care, bro. There's no way you tell me you fucked all the niggas in the league, and I'm just supposed to be cool with it? Oh, you niggas is tripping, dog. You niggas is tripping. But I'm going to end this video, bro. All right.